Hello and welcome to the channel. In this video, we'll see Aethusa Cynapium from Homeopathic Materia Medica. So Homeopathic Materia Medica, in Homeopathy Materia Medica, Aethusa Cynapium, we have it in our first year and it is very important drug for SEQ purpose. So it is specially asked in child, like they can ask, explain or describe about child in Aethusa Cynapium or Aethusa Cynapium child. So we should know each and full drug picture, and it is very interesting drug. You all will love this drug. So common name, we'll start line by line, each and everything we'll be covering, and this is more specifically exam point of view. You can use these notes and you can write in the examination, but I have covered from various books all the most important points. So this is very helpful drug for as a whole drug picture. So common name of this drug is fool's parsley, and the prover of this drug is Nenning. Don't write Hahnemann as the prover in each and every drug. Okay, so what did we see? Common name of this drug is fool's parsley and prover of the drug is Nenning. Family is Umbelliferaceae. Umbelliferaceae is the family of the drug. Okay, so in the examination, write common name, prover and family at the beginning. So it can like the examiner can see ki, okay, you have studied about that. Then in the introduction, you can write about the drug, what is exactly in the drug, for what purpose we can use it. So in the introduction we will write that. So it is the best remedy for vomiting in children. This is very much important. By seeing the name Aethusa Cynapium, first thing which should come in your mind is vomiting in children. So this remedy is specially for children who vomits or who are lactose intolerant. We'll see further. Okay. So first thing what should come in your mind is vomiting in children by seeing Aethusa Cynapium. So in introduction we'll see it is the best remedy for vomiting in children, especially during dentition. When their teeth starts to appear. Okay. So especially during dentition. So what do we see during dentition? The children's vomit. Okay, so it is the best remedy for vomiting in children. At what period? Especially during dentition. Okay, then why do they vomit? Because they are intolerance of milk. There is intolerance of milk. Okay, vomiting in children, what is the cause of that? Because they are intolerant to milk. Okay, and during dentition. Okay, so this is the main line, this is the main thing of this drug. Okay, so this is the main theme of the drug. Okay, so it is the best remedy for vomiting in children, especially during dentition, because they are intolerant to milk. Okay, then it is also a thirst remedy and importance for cholera infantum. We'll see what is cholera infantum like as we'll move further. And okay, so second is the thirst remedy and important for cholera infantum. Then epilepsy in babies. Epilepsy, if you have studied, it is present, like it is the topic in our physiology. You will be studying what is epilepsy, but let me introduce it, like let me give you one introduction about this. It is a neurological disorder. Okay, it is a neurological disorder when a person gets spasm or okay like convulsions. So it occurs in epilepsy. So in babies, epilepsy condition is present. So epilepsy in babies. Okay, so this is the introduction for what purpose we will use this remedy, or for what purpose this remedy is used. Okay, so we will write this in the introduction. Okay, as it is you can write in your examination and you will score good amount of marks in your examination. Okay, now we'll see clinicals. In clinicals, you don't have to learn as such, you can write in the examination, but we'll see mainly it is for brain fog, cholera infantum is important. Then convulsions, as I said, in epilepsy convulsions occurs. Then cough, epilepsy, headache, hiccups, idiocy is important, idiocracy, vomiting, intolerance of milk, okay, disorders of stomach, etc. Okay, then we'll see sphere of action. Where does it act? So it acts on our nervous system. Of course, if neurological disorder is present and if it cures that, So nervous system, it will act on nervous system. So sphere of action, nervous system, GIT, lactose intolerance, so it has to act on GIT, mucous membrane, etc. Okay. So this is the introduction part, and if the examiner will see you writing these things, so you will score good. Like he will understand, okay, introduction, okay, the main things are covered here. Okay, then we'll see constitution, makeup of the body. Okay, constitution, will see how the person of Aethusa Cynapium will be. So makeup of the body, how does it looks? So expressive of pain and anxiety, like whenever anxiety or pain is there to the patient, so he expresses it. Then herpetic eruption on the end of the nose, like you can say at the tip of the nose there is eruption. Okay, then sunkenness of the face with marked linea nasalis, sunkenness of the face, the sunkenness ऐसे सूख जाना कहते हैं ना, तो ऐसे झटक जाना या ऐसे सूखा सा, so that is sunkenness of the face with linea nasalis. Linea nasalis is like something at the nose. I will, linea nasalis is how to explain it, once it is flippering of the nose, we can say. Then physically so weak that he is unable to stand or hold up the head, like he is weak, he is so weak that he is unable to hold up his head or put his head up. So this is important. What is important? This expressive of pain, herpetic eruption, sunkenness in the face. Then physically he is so weak that he cannot hold up his head. Okay. Then temperament. Okay, how is the temperament of the patient? We'll see. So the temperament is, mentally the patient is idiotic, confused, and unable to think. Okay, so how is the patient, what is the temperament of the patient? So the temperament of the patient is, mentally the patient is idiotic, confused and unable to think. Means like an abnormal, we can say. Abnormal means idiotic, he is always confused and unable to think. Okay, so he is not like an normal child behavior. Okay, he is normal, but still mental symptoms are not very much normal. Then relationship with heat and cold, he is an hot person, means he will be wanting cold. Miasm, it covers all three miasms in an acute state. Okay, so this was the introductory part of Aethusa Cynapium. I hope you all understand, you understood what is present in the Aethusa Cynapium. So first in introduction we saw that vomiting in children during dentition, intolerance to milk. This is the key point. Okay, so mainly then these are the constitution and introduction about these things. Okay, now we'll move further. Now we'll see the guiding symptoms. In the guiding symptoms, as we saw in the introductory part only, it is intolerance of milk. So the patient is intolerant to milk in any form. ऐसा नहीं है कि if we give milk to the patient then only it is intolerable to him, or if we give it him a cheese or paneer, so he will not be intolerant to that. So no. So we'll any form is important. So intolerance of milk in any form. So now as we are talking about the child, so mother's milk will be also intolerant he'll be. So he is intolerable to mother's milk also. Okay, then mother's milk, cow's milk, okay, bottled and tint milk, for every form he is intolerable. Okay, what does happens? Now we'll see what does happens if he takes the milk. Okay, what happens is he vomits. We saw in the introductory part. It is vomited in large curd, but we'll see how the character of the vomiting. Okay, so it is large curd. Okay, large curds. Like it is curd like. The vomiting is curd like. After vomiting, there is weakness. Okay, so first we saw the character. So how is the character? It is curd like. It is curd like, and what happens after vomiting is he feels weak and drowsiness, like with like lethargic. So he feels weak. Okay, then vomiting as soon as he swallowed. So what happens is, in my Viva question also, my external examiner had asked me this cycle, and this cycle is important for you to know. If you write this cycle in the examination, you will surely get the point. Like, this is very much important, and this is the key, like, who no topper will also write in the examination, this cycle. So this is very important. Let me explain it to you. So what happens is, vomiting as soon as swallowed, as soon as he takes the milk, he vomits. Okay, how is the vomiting? Vomiting is sudden. Vomiting is sudden and violent. Okay, and curd, milk and cheesy matter, we saw how it is like curd, like, so how the vomit is sudden and curd milk. Okay, violent, sudden and violent, and curd milk on cheesy matter. Okay, what happens is, regurgitation of the food after an hour after eating, मीन्स ही गेट्स, वो होता है ना कि उल्टी होती है मुंह तक और बट वापस अंदर चली जाती है, सो दैट इज रिगर्गिटेशन ऑफ फूड आफ्टर एन आवर आफ्टर ईटिंग. देन नॉशिया at sight of food, the patient has nausea whenever he sees the food, or he is like near the food, he starts to get nausea. Okay, he gets nausea. Then what happened? We'll see the cycle. First, the baby takes the milk, or the person takes the milk. What happens is vomiting. After vomiting, he feels drowsiness and sleepiness. Okay, vomiting हो गई, अब उसको weakness आ गई, तो वो क्या होगा? Weakness आ गई तो drowsiness, weakness आ गई अब उसको vomiting के बाद. Then he gets hungry again. He sleeps and he gets hungry again. Then again he takes milk, and then again he vomits, and then sleeps and hungry. So this is the cycle of the baby in the Aethusa Cynapium. Okay, so it is important. Then indigestion of teething children, like teething children in the dentition, like the one who are at that age where they are getting the teeth. So there is indigestion of food. Okay, whenever he eats something or anything, he vomits it. Okay, then complete absence of thirst. There's no thirst to the patient. He is thirstless. Okay. Then physically great weakness, and mentally also we saw that the patient is not very much like he's confused and he's unable to think. Okay, so what happens is, physically great weakness, child can neither stand nor head up the head. He is so weak. So we'll like indigestion dekh liya, complete absence of thirst. Then physically he is so weak that he can neither stand nor hold up the head. Okay, so he is so weak. Then mentally patient is idiotic, incapacitated to think and very much confused. Okay, so idiotic hai, like we saw in the previous paper that he is idiotic and he is unable to think and he is very much confused. Okay, now we'll see epileptic spasms. Like as I told you in the introductory part only, it is also used for epilepsy in the babies, and epilepsy is a neurological disorder. So what happens is, and conversions is present. So what happens is, there is clenched thumbs, like the thumbs and fingers are clenched like this in the babies. Then what happens is, the face is red while the epileptic spasm occurs in the baby. Okay, then locked jaw is locked, eyes are turned downwards. Then dilated pupils, the pupils get dilated. Then a mouth filled with foam, hard and quick pulse. Okay, so these 7 symptoms occurs in epileptic spasm. What happened? Clenched thumbs, red face, locked jaw, the eyes are turned downwards, dilated pupils, mouth filled with foams, and hard and quick pulse. Okay, so these are the symptoms in the epileptic spasm. Then we'll see mind of the patient. You can write in the mind of the patient what we saw twice, that he is idiotic, incapacity to think, and confused. Okay, then what extra it is given in the present in mind, you can write as, patient imagines that he sees rat or mouse running across the room. What happens is, the patient feels like the rat is running across the room. he feels or he imagines that. So patient imagines that the rat or mouse running across the room. And examination funk, he is afraid. Like we are also examination funk sometimes. If we have studied, there is examination funk. If you have not studied, अपने को पता है वैसे भी कुछ नहीं होने वाला. तो चलो. So examination funk is present in the Aethusa Cynapium also. Ailments from that, what are the things which aggravates the patient, aggravates the symptom of the patient. So during dentition, we already saw that during dentition all the causes occurs from the dentition period. Then in the hot weather, from milk, errors of diet is also a cause, and a bad hygienic surrounding is the ailments from which, or the cause, or from where it gets aggravated. Okay, so this was the guiding symptom.